In Blender, the origin point is a location from which all transformations are calculated, such as moving the object, scaling the object, or rotating the object. The origin is this orange dot that is created in the middle of every new object that is added to the scene. So we can quickly change this origin that is in the middle of the model. One of the most precise ways that you can do it is by going into the edit mode and selecting a certain part of your model, whether that be an edge or a vertex. Here, pressing Shift and S, we can set cursor to selected. Now, with this cursor up here in the right corner, we can simply press F3 and set our origin to 3D cursor. Now, every rotation or other types of transformation will follow this new origin point. This is something that's gonna happen quite often when you are in your edit mode and when you transform these faces and shape it in whatever shape you want, it doesn't matter, but you're gonna find that the origin is not moving. And once you are done doing your model, you'll find that the origin won't be in the center. So again, following that set origin on F3 menu, you can just set it back to the middle of the model. And this is gonna calculate, you have actually two options. Do you wanna put it in the center of surface or volume, which is you're gonna get a bit of a different result with this. But both of them will approximately put it in the middle of your model. Now, the correct origin placement is going to be important in quite a few cases. Now here we have an origin point being exactly in the middle of this cube, and here we have it further to the right. Now if we use the mirror modifier by going on the right this modifiers tab and adding mirror here by going on y-axis, it's going to snap perfectly together. And here, because it's calculating the origin point, here, as you might expect, is going to calculate it a bit further to the right because of the origin point being also more to the right. So we have the same space between this here is the same space here. So again, maybe this is something that you can use in your advantage when you are using modifiers by also changing the origin, but in most cases you do want it to be strictly in the middle of the model when you use, at least in this case, mirror modifier. Also, just a few other things, the 3D cursor that we mentioned for snapping, that is here, we can simply place however we want by just going to the icon up here and then just pressing wherever we want on the model. Also, going into the edit mode and pressing A to select all, we can, and then pressing G to move the geometry, we also can see that we can place this geometry however we want. The origin point, again, as we mentioned before, won't get impacted. So then again, you just want to press F3 and set it back to the center of the mass.